Bonjour Aquarius and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Thank you for joining me for your yearly tarot reading. It will be for 2023. So I hope you are all doing well and that you've had a good December month so far. And as always, I ask that you please remember those are general readings. They will not resonate with everybody, so take what applies and just drop the rest. I'm going to be posting the Tarot Buff card yearly readings next week, so I suggest that you check those out too, so you may get a more comprehensive picture and maybe even a different message. So I'm going to be doing a wheel spread and I'm going to be looking at the energy for each individual month. So what are the main energies for 2023 that my Aquarius Querens need to be aware of? Can you show me clearly, please? So you begin 2023 with the Moon, a major arcana, so a big energy right from the offset. February, another major arcana, we have Judgment, big card. March, we have the Nine of Swords. April, the Three of Swords. May, the Six of Cups. June, the King of Cups. July the Fool, another major arcana. August, the Queen of Pentacles. September, the Ace of Wands. October, the Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana. November, the Six of Coins, so you got two sixes. And December, we have the Seven of Coins, and we have progression. So the bottom of the deck is going to be the energy underlying, working, pushing you, driving you during the year that you may not be aware of, and we have the beautiful World, another major arcana. So let me drop this in the middle and put my deck away so I can start your reading. So at first glance, I will say that you have 5 major arcana out of 13 cards, so it's a big chunk of it. You finish the year with very practical and pragmatic things, practical decisions, very much 3D based at the end of the year. Also the second half anyway, because you've got the Queen of Pentacles, and there's a lot of mental energy towards the end of the first quarter for you. I do see that we have a couple of cups here to do with emotions, so your reading is balanced. There is a lack of wands, just one card, so your primal motivation may not be, passion and excitement in your life. That may take a step back a little bit, at least towards the first half, and then it's going to change towards the end. So the 2023 is the year of the Chariot, which means that we are going to feel this urge, this desire to achieve our goal. The Charioteer is somebody who has their eyes on the prize and they go for it, and whatever life throws at them, they take it on board and they overcome it. Nothing stops them. It's that unstoppable force, and that leads to victory and triumph. And this is going to be combined for you with the World. And the World is the last major arcana. This is graduation. This is a passing through a cycle, having learnt all the lessons and being successful. For some people, it can represent fame, like being wildly renowned. Not all of you, obviously, but that would apply to some people. A graduation of some kind. Your achievements being recognized, but it is a very, very positive card, and it is you going for this during the year. So you begin the year with a bit of a introspection kind of energy with the Moon. The Moon talks about uncertainties, about things not being very clear, because obviously we can't see things the same way under the moonlight that we do in the sunlight. And when we're not clear, doubts may be rising. So you may start January with some doubts on your mind, about somebody, about someone, about your life, generally speaking, about whether you're on the right path or not. Did you choose the right career? Did you choose the right field when you were getting your diplomas, for instance, if you're not employed? There may be some doubts going on. You may also be asked to deal with some feelings that you have kind of buried deep down, and they may be trying to pop out, which may make you feel destabilized, and you may not realize that this is what you're dealing with initially, but it will become clear if that's the case in January. So January, the year generally speaking, starts slowly, and you may feel a little bit hermit-like, is what they're saying to me, with a need to be on your own a bit, and that may well be because you've had a December month that was busy socially, for instance. So you may have had to be very patient with people in your entourage, your family. They may have tested your patience. You're all living different lives. You're all going to have different experiences. But I'm getting that message for some of you, most definitely. And there may have been some time that you spent with your family that has triggered you, which is why those deeply buried feelings are trying to pop out. That's for some of you. In February, you have Judgment, big karma card, there's justice and judgment for karma in the tarot. And when we're dealing with major arcana, we are dealing with energies that have a bigger impact on our life path, because the rest, minor arcana, are more to do with day-to-day things and events and people. So Judgment is a wake-up call. And this is obviously coming from this period with the moon, of the doubts, of the uncertainties, or buried feelings that are coming out, whatever the case may be. This is going to trigger some kind of life review for you, for some of you, looking back at a situation, a relationship, or, as I said, choices you've made, and assessing them, and shedding the old and embracing the new. This is an upgrading energy. This is being called for something better. This is you revealing your divine essence, being closer to your higher self, to what you want out of life, having a clear line of communication with your higher self, and looking at what was, realizing, this is old news, I need to move forward. And I see this energy, which is very heavy. Transformation is never easy. We all talk about, oh, it's beautiful, you're transforming. Yes, it's beautiful, but what needs to be understood is that transformation also comes with growing pains. And when it comes to something that's so deep and personal, particularly with Judgment, it comes with its weight of worry, which I see you having in March. The Nine of Swords is heavy mental energy. This is the card that calls for courage, because these are just thoughts, and this is you looking at possible outcomes and focusing on particularly the negative outcomes, and thinking, oh, if I do this, this will happen, and if I do that, that will happen, and what you put your attention to will grow and manifest. So this is a card that says, face those fears, those worries, those anxieties, and see them for what they are. They're just thoughts. They're just possibilities. For every negative possible outcome there is, come up, or try to come up with a positive outcome, because it can't be all gloom and doom. There is always, the silver lining is what they're saying to me. So, do not get overwhelmed by those scenarios. And if you catch yourself in that kind of mental energy, make a conscious effort to ground yourself. You may want to meditate. You may want to go for a walk outside in nature. You may want to do yoga. You may want to interact with animals. I know that interacting with my dogs is the best thing ever to ground me. So it depends on people. But this is a card that really says these are just possible thoughts. Do not pay attention to them. Because you're going to have your breakthrough. In April, you break free from this heavy energy. The Three of Swords, particularly with the Tarot de Marseille, is a card of deliverance. It delivers you from the cloudiness of the Two of Swords, which is protecting yourself, having your guard up, not making decisions, being trapped in your own head, this is a mental breakthrough, a mental victory. So things are gonna unlock themselves in April for you. So I would be very aware of this, you know, that the beginning of the year may be a bit slow, maybe a bit heavy, because this is preparing for a very deep transformation for yourself. And so, you know, be watchful of your thoughts during those months and try and keep a beat. And I know it's easier said than done, but you know, that's what the tarot is so good. It prepares you for it. If you know it's coming, then it's not a surprise, so it doesn't hit you as hard. And then in May we have the Six of Cups. Now this is a very pleasant card, happy times. Okay, six is harmony after having overcome a change, a disruption, a challenge if you went against the grain of the change. Cups is the emotional realm, so this is talking about you feeling happy. For some of you, it may be denoting the arrival of someone you've known for a long time, you know, coming back into your life. It may be for some of you that you may have nostalgia for the past, because when we undergo a transformation like this, things tend to be harder at the beginning. And so invariably, we're going to look back in the past, forget what was bad about it, forget why we were discontent, and kind of make it like it was all roses and happiness when it was not. So this is a word of caution for some of you. If you find yourself anchoring for the past, remember what was also not satisfying for you at the time. But generally speaking, the message I'm getting is that in May, you know, things are becoming lighter and you are becoming happier. There's pleasant times ahead. And then in June, we have this King of Cups. Now, this may be someone or this may be you embodying the energy of the card. Please remember, there is no gender attached to this card. The King of Cups is the master of their feelings and emotions, someone who's emotionally very mature. I see you transforming into this King of Cups, you know, undergoing this transformation. This is somebody who's in touch with intuition, obviously, because the cups represents feelings, emotions, intuition, all of that. This is someone who is loving, nurturing, caring, and you can trust this person. So whether it is you growing through this emotional transformation, being able to, you know, face hard time without being swayed and completely swallowed up by your emotions, or whether this is somebody who's coming your way, who embodies this energy, you will recognize this when it comes to you in June. The message I'm getting overwhelmingly is that this is you. You know, you've gone through it. You really have gone through it, and now you are in your power. You can control now your feelings, and you also are more intuitive. And in July, you have the Fool. That this is a beautiful energy of a brand new beginning. This is also an energy of taking a leap of faith. And also embracing some kind of carefree attitude. You know, the Fool is always depicted without having much baggage, just a small satchel. In this deck, it doesn't even have one. So this is really enjoying life, taking a leap of faith, having no preconceived ideas, no attachment to an outcome, and just trying something new is what I'm seeing. And looking at life the way a child would. You know, children have not been wounded yet by experiences, so they look at everything and everything is wonderful and there is no apprehension. This is the energy of this card, which you will be feeling very much in July, which is lovely because, you know, it's summer, the days are longer, we can do so much more during that time, and so it's the right time to, you know, start something new, take a leap of faith. And this will bring about the Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody who knows how to be prosperous and abundant. So this is a shift towards the second half of your year, where you start looking more at your life, your everyday life. The first half of the year is very much about a deep transformation happening in you. It could be emotional or spiritual, that's what I'm getting. But something is changing and you're going through a big upgrade and you become this very mature person as the King of Cups. And then you start and take that leap of faith. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who knows how to be prosperous, abundant, who knows how to be stable in life and provide for themselves. The Queen is always represented focusing on the coin because she knows how to grow it. So this is understanding what you need to do, working diligently, applying yourself, developing your skills in order to get to where you want, in order to manifest what you want, whether you're looking for emotional, financial, spiritual, all of the above, prosperity and abundance, a level of stability in your life, something that's anchored and that's going to last. And this manifests for you in September into a brand new door that opens for you. So this is a big shift. It's always nice to see an ace in a reading because it's a new beginning, and I'm going to read it with your October card because they're linked. The Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana, and it is really explaining that, you know, when a door closes, another one opens. You do have the world in the middle. This, I mentioned at the beginning, you know, this desire to upgrade, to, you know, assimilate the lessons and have success. Well, this is happening. The chapter is turning, and now you get a brand new beginning, and it's going to be a very exciting one with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is anything to do with things that really excite you, you know, raw passion and desire. So it can be a steamy relationship, you know, very physical relationship. Most definitely for some of you it can be. This is not the main message I'm getting though. This is an enterprise, a new business idea, a new project, a side hustle, a new career, a job offer, something that really excites you and you feel alive when you think about it. And this is brought to you by the Wheel of Fortune. This is good times coming ahead. The wheel is turning into your favor. The Wheel of Fortune in itself is a neutral card, and you need to look at what's around it, and it is surrounded by the Ace of Wands and the Six of Coins, which is a very good card too. So, you know, happier times for you in your everyday life, something to get very excited about. And it could be also a creative outburst for some of you, but I'm really getting the vibe of an ideal that's going to bring about prosperity and abundance, created by embodying the energy of this Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles could also be somebody who's put on your path with the Wheel of Fortune and who presents you with this opportunity. Totally possible as well. You will recognize this person if that is the case. But all in all, in the second half of the year, you can see how things are turning and in your favor, because you arrive in November where you have this beautiful Six of Coins. The six, harmony after having overcome a change, a challenge, a disruption, and it's the equal between giving and receiving, between growth and periods of rest. It's also the double period of growth. You've got two number threes here, so a big expansion. It's being recompensated for the time, effort and sweat that you've invested into something, being recognized for who you are, your talents being recognized and spotted as well by other people. Very, very nice card in that respect. And then you move on into December from this period of harmony, of growth, into the Seven of Wands, which is the reflection time, which is normal. December time is always the time where we look back on the year and we look at what we've learned and have the seeds that we have planted grown as much as we hoped for. This is really a card of evaluation, looking at things in a very practical manner, very grounded manner, looking at either your finances, your career, your business, even a relationship, you know, your home life, and assessing it, you know, what worked, what didn't work. There is also a little known meaning because it's older, but the Seven of Coins also talk about a person finding their place amongst a group of people. You can see the Three of Coins here, and the person is here. So for home life, this is you feeling grounded, feeling that you found your place in the world, literally speaking, which is why you've got the world in the middle. I really see this year as a year where you are looking for yourself, you know, your true self, and you want that upgrade, and you're going to get it. You're going to have growing pains in the first quarter, most definitely. You're going to feel things are getting better and clearer in the second quarter, where suddenly towards the middle of the year, summertime, there's a leap of faith, a brand new beginning. Things are turning. You can feel that things are turning in your favor. You're gaining stability in your world, and you enter a period of time where things are growing, and then you will prepare for the next year in December time. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. As always, thank you so much for your time. I am so humbled and grateful you chose to spend it with me, as this is, as I always say, your most precious commodity. I wish you a wonderful, magical 2023. I thank you for the support you've shown me this year, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.